I want to start this video off with two quotes that will highly impact the whole kind of path of this video. The first one is, if you want to destroy a nation, begin by weakening their next generation. And the second one is actually from Santao and from his book, The Art of War. And is that the superior art of war is to subdue your enemy without fighting. Now, the second quote I want to focus a little bit further on. How is this linked to masculinity and the so-called war that we're fighting now? Most of us don't even know we're fighting a war. Most of us don't even know that we're swimming uphill or that we're trying to just defend ourselves. We all kind of fell under the impression that we're safe, that we're not fighting any war. Just because there's not a warfare, just because there's not a battlefield, it doesn't mean that the war is not fought. Every single day that you try to become more masculine, every single day that you deny what the media and what the agenda pushes to you, you're fighting a war. And you're fighting it good. Some of us haven't understood it for years. Some of us are starting to comprehend it now. Why do you think Andrew Tate got so popular? Why do you think all of these people got so popular? Men needed to hear something new. We have been silenced. We have been weakened for years. And these people only outlined the sayings that we wanted to hear all along. They didn't say anything that was neuroscience. They didn't say anything new. They said what needed to be said. And they said it in a way that could hit you directly in the soul. The war has been going on for years, maybe even a century. Yet we don't know we're fighting it. Look around you. I'll not play any of the clips of weak men because you have seen them far too many times. There is a war for masculinity. There is a war for tradition, for happiness, for fulfillment, for purpose. We're fighting a war that is really hard for us to actually accomplish. But how have they been winning this war? Well, let's come back to the first quote that says, if you want to destroy a nation, begin by weakening their next generation. That is how they've been fighting it. Do you think men, older men, who have grew up in everything before the 2000s are hit by this so harshly? Do you think men who were raised in the 70s and the 80s are struggling with this? Not really. Their target is not them. Their target is us. And if you're anything from 13 to like 30, you are directly hit by them. You are in their span of the target. You are directly the thing that it's trying to destroy. And they have weakened us for years without even us knowing it. But why? Why are they fighting a war against us? Why are they trying to weaken us? If you don't understand anything about history, anything about the past, you will not know that wars were never fought for money. Wars were never fought for resources. Wars were never fought for the cities. Wars were always fought for one thing: control. People wanted to control. Why do you think the mustache won so many wars? He wanted to control. But it came down to one thing. He didn't want control over Europe. He wanted control over the whole world. And he done everything to get it. Why do you think Napoleon was so great? The exact same thing. His purpose and his passion was control. He wanted to rule. And that is what is happening to us. Except the only thing is that we don't know the exact person we're fighting against. We don't know the exact set of people who are the top and who are trying to fight. To win this war, we don't know them. We're fighting a blind war. And how have they done it? Well, since the day that we were born, the blindfolds were put on us. Cartoons, like everything. In cartoons, you can literally see the father figure being crushed. That is how the blindfold has been adapted. That's how they applied the quote perfectly. They have blinded us, and when you can't see, you can't fight. Think about it. If we weren't blind to this, the war would already be over. And we would have won. They're cracking. For the last year, we have been standing up. Starting with Andrew Tate. Remaining with so many people like me. We're taking turns on this war. We're trying to fight it. But we can't do it without you. You must become masculine. If you're struggling with it, check out this video. There I will show you 5 things that boost your masculinity. And by the end of the video, you will get a recommendation for 5 things that are destroying your masculinity. You must fight this war. We cannot stop until we got what we need to get. This is the war of our generation. A war not fought with guns. A war fought with attention. Thank you for watching, guys. I love every single one of you. See you very soon. Fade be the reason, and peace.